Hello, saints. In Revelation chapter 21, verse 5, God is saying, "Behold, I am making all things new." And this is because what he's doing is restoring all things back the way they were before sin came into the world. The book of Revelation, as I've taught in the past, is not about dragons and beasts and things falling out of the sky. It's about the restoration of all things. It's a book about Jesus Christ and what he's doing to bring us to the kingdom. It really is a kingdom book, as God is restoring stuff. When we go back to the three angels' messages there in Revelation 14, we see it in three parts, that this gospel message of the kingdom is still the same message given at the end of Matthew that goes out into the world, that brings in the kingdom. But it's set in an end-time setting where we give the message and we give the message of the judgment. Fear God, give him glory, for the hour of his judgment has come. But it's not about the judgment just as in the investigative judgment. It's about the fact that God is stepping on the stage of action to restore justice in a world that has very little justice. And so he is taking it back now. We know at some point he had to. This is what the book of Revelation is, about God taking the world back. That's why in the second angel's message we read about the fall of Babylon. That's the first time we see the word Babylon in the book of Revelation. And it's already falling. And what we want to see is that God's kingdom is moving in to eclipse it. The message of the second angel's message is that God's kingdom is triumphant over Babylon. And then the third part of the first angel's message is the worship. It's the Elijah message. We call people to worship him who made heaven, earth, sea, and the fountains of water. Now this stands in contrast to what's going on in chapter 13 about the beast system and taking people to follow it and worship it. And so now we have this idea of God. Who's God? That's the big question at the end. And so this message of the gospel that is going to go into the world takes us right down into the book of Revelation. We are paired with God, his body, his army, to give the last message. We're kingdom builders. And that's part of what we're doing. I'm talking about this right now because this coming quarter is about missions and missionaries. And I want you to think about this in terms of not just going overseas, but giving the last message to those around you, to your friends and family and work, the people you work with, when you go out shopping, people you run into. Share the message, build the kingdom. We're all missionaries. And it starts because God had a mission when he created the world. It was his mission to be in relationship with us. And so now we carry that same mission forward as we build the kingdom, prepare for Christ's coming. Blessings.